Mother piece of... Oh, hey, friends. I didn't see you there.
On this season of the Rapids Farm.
Transplanting yesterday was brutal. Hopefully they're gonna take off in the next couple days. If not, I'm really worried about our tomato crop this year. Nature is the world's original disruptor. Woke up to a power outage due to a surprise April snowstorm. Today we're gonna double the size of our garden. This is how you build a bed using the lasagna garden method, also known as sheet mulching. It's a great way to build really fertile soil really fast and cut down on weeding in the long run. These are gherkins. They're going to be cute little cucumbers that we'll then pickle for the winter. These are Italian zucchini. We picked them because they have incredible flowers that are great for frying. You can stuff them with a little bit of ricotta. All right, cool. Decided to do the Native American or original Americans style of farming, which is just genius. So the beans were planted around the base of the corn. Bean plant down there and the vine going right up. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk, and guess what, guys? We're the giant. In Maine, it's tough to grow eggplant because the growing season can be short. I have no idea whether we're gonna actually get anything. We'll see. All right, so the trick of harvesting onions is you wait for the tops to fall over. Today we're making a dish from one of my favorite restaurateurs in Portland, Oregon, using all of our own homegrown vegetables.
Whoa, that's cool.
And now, for the greatest tragedy. Our big polar bear pumpkin has been entirely infected by the cucumber beetle. And now I'm learning that they can infect other things, like our cabbages over here. And it looks like our strawberries were entirely decimated by another pest. They call them garden fleas. It looks like the grossness is going to continue. Oh man, for the last few days, something has been getting in our garden and eating our vegetables. We've really got to get this fence to work properly. We've seen tons of porcupine, a few raccoons, skunk, foxes, even something that looked like an eastern coyote, and oh man, tons and tons of deer. We've now taken this whole fence down twice. Hopefully we'll find some solution, because this is our only barrier between us and all the animals in these woods. I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. We're not gonna probably be able to keep doing it. All right, so it's November 2nd, and it looks like we got some snow. Tonight it's also gonna get all the way down to 20 degrees, and so kind of trying to figure out what vegetables are gonna survive this and which ones are done. Hi everyone. When my wife Kristen and I decided to move to the mid-coast to Maine and reconnect with the natural world, we could have never predicted that 1 year later, coronavirus would sweep through our country. 2020 was a truly shitty year. There is a real need for people to get together and help one another right now. I am so grateful that I have a garden that I was able to put all this nervous energy into all year long, and it directly benefited me and my friends and my community. It's a really nice closed circle right there. You plant a seed, you water it, it feeds you, you can feed others, others will feed you back. It's a true wealth, if you ask me. I've received a lot of messages from friends and readers and viewers who have said, you got out in time. We went back to the land right before a lot hit the fan. And that's true, but it's also totally still time. The world needs land stewards more than ever right now. It just needs people to take possession of a piece of the earth and care for it. I've let half of my property, half of the fields go to wildflowers. That means there's way more bees and way more wildlife on our fields since we moved in. I really believe in this lifestyle because I have grown up with its benefits. And I also saw what happened when you do not participate in it. It's very simple. The more you pay attention to the details of life, the more you get out of it. And that starts with our own bodies. That starts with us just being aware of what we are doing.
I worked at a computer desk for so long that I actually lost feeling in my left arm, and I really hurt my back. It took me years to get back to normal, and it's greatly because I made this lifestyle change where I would be in the garden many days of the summer, or completing projects like building a shed, putting in a chimney, wood stove, re-shingling. I needed to reconnect to my body because my mind had kind of disappeared into the internet, shall we say. And then, if you pay attention to the details of your body and your life, they will inform you, just the way that if you paid attention to the land, it will inform you. Snow will come and I will have to shovel it. Spring will come and I will have to plant my seeds. I will have to add to the garden. Through these natural processes, you gain insight into life. Simple. It is a time in our history when most of the great industries have come and gone. The feast of natural resources has run out, and these huge efforts that involved huge numbers of people are no longer the same as they used to be. If you ever want proof of that, you can just look at the tech industry. It's people who have created a separate reality in order to continue to find ways to make money. I find that reality incredibly unrewarding. I love nature. I love the earth. After 2020, I know a lot of people are reevaluating their relationship to their work, their homes, where they live in the country, how they live, and I think now is the time for us to really push this back, if ever. And if you want to be a proponent of change, somebody who helps to stop global warming, also to strengthen your community by ending hunger, and if you do take the step of going back to the land, I want you to know that it can potentially be exceptionally rewarding for you personally, almost instantly. You not only have the opportunity to be a change maker, but you can find your place on the earth and nurture it and create a symbiotic relationship with the plants, with the trees, with the animals that live in this space, and try to help them while they face the exact same things we are all facing. We are all facing being pushed out of our parts of the world, being pushed out of our neighborhoods, being pushed out of our jobs by AI. I mean, you have to wonder when our civilization will stop relying on violence to make progress. I think there's a time when we can all stop what we're doing, turn around and look at what our own actions are and what we have control over. As one of my favorite herbalists and philosophers, Steve Herod Bunner, says, we're not going to fix anything with the same old way of thinking. What are the rationalizations that we have created in our lives that allow us to do these things that are not good for ourselves? And I know not everyone can afford to buy some land, but that doesn't mean you can't start a garden wherever you're living. And that is one of the reasons why I love the lasagna gardening method. It can be set up anywhere, probably on concrete. Yeah, definitely on concrete. Anywhere with a little bit of drainage. I hope that the Ravenous Farmer Project will provide many of the basic skills necessary to embrace a back-to-the-land lifestyle, one that is healthy for you and everyone on your property. All you need to do is enter the reciprocal relationship with the land that the earth was made for. It will give you much more than you put into it.